How are you? It's Carrie Marie, and I am joining you from upstate New York. So, as you are hopping on, be sure to say hello and let me know where you are watching from. I hope you're having an absolutely amazing day and a beautiful and amazing holiday season. And today I'm excited to hop on with you to share a little bit about why confidence is the key to unlocking your potential and how to reclaim it. And so, if you would like to unlock your potential, go ahead and drop a one in the comments. I'd love to know who is ready to unlock their potential. Super exciting. And confidence is just a powerful force. And it really, you can't just have confidence. You're not everybody is just confident or born with confidence. It's something that you build upon and that you grow based on your experiences and practices, and mainly going forth with just pushing through the things that are scary, that you might be afraid of, and pushing out of that comfort zone. The more you do that, the more confidence you gain. So if you are afraid of doing something or taking action or talking to somebody that you're afraid of, any of those things, if you go ahead and do the thing, guess what? You're going to have more confidence now because you've done the thing that you thought you couldn't or that you were afraid of. And so I just want to make sure that you realize this, that it can literally determine the direction of your life and your relationships and your career or your business, depending on how much confidence you have. And let me tell you, I didn't always have that much confidence, and I'm still working on growing it. Even if you feel like you are confident in different areas of your life, it's never a bad thing to work on that confidence and grow your confidence, because it's one of those things that there are certain areas that you're still probably not confident in, even if you think that you are. And whether it's a matter of whether you are maybe a mother and you're balancing your family, your work, your personal growth, or maybe you are somebody who is just navigating your own personal challenges or going for your own personal goals. Confidence actually plays a vital role, no matter who you are or what you're going for, what your goals are, or what your life is like. It plays a vital role in unlocking your true potential. But the question that always comes up is, what happens when confidence is lacking? So let's talk about that first. How does it impact your ability to succeed and thrive if you are lacking confidence? Because I think the very first thing we can do before we start diving into confidence itself and how to unlock your potential with confidence is really to talk about, what if you are lacking? And most importantly, how can you reclaim that confidence if it's being lost in certain areas? So the very first thing is, let's talk about why confidence matters to begin with. So, and if you are just hopping on, be sure to say hello and let me know where you're watching from. And be sure to drop a one if you want to unlock your potential, because I want to know if you are ready to unlock your potential. So first of all, why confidence matters. So confidence isn't just about feeling good in a moment. It's about believing in your ability to handle whatever life throws at you. And as you know, life can throw us all kinds of curveballs, all kinds of things that we are not ready for, we are not prepared for, but it's still believing in your ability to handle no matter what is thrown at you. That's big. It's a belief in your own worth and your own capabilities. And so when you have confidence, you may be able to take other risks. You might be able to set goals and make decisions without the fear of failure or without what other people might think. And confidence really drives you to pursue what you want, even when things are uncertain, because as we know, things are always a little bit uncertain in different areas, and in different times bring on that uncertainty even more. And it really just enables you to bounce back after setbacks, because we're all faced with things like that that kind of set us back a little bit. We might not be expecting, but your resilience and your ability to just jump back into things and still head toward your goals no matter what, that is where confidence comes in. And so, however, many women, many men, many mothers, many fathers, many single people, many married people, it doesn't matter where you fall, confidence can often feel like it's elusive. It's like, where, how do I even have that? I don't even know where to get confidence. How do I gain confidence? And actually, there have been some studies done that nearly, and this is just a statistic about women, but nearly 50% of women report struggling with self-esteem and confidence issues. 50%, that's half. So this is a major deal. And that's why I'm talking about it, because if half of us as women are struggling with how we feel about ourselves and our confidence, then that's a major problem that needs to be addressed. And when you don't believe in yourself, it becomes harder and harder to move forward toward your goals and to create the life that you want. And nobody wants that. You want to have the life you want. So let me just share with you a few more statistics here about the impact of low self-esteem and the lack of confidence they could have on people, because it can affect many different areas of your life. So 68% of women say that they are their own worst critic. Can you agree with that? Drop a 2 if you can agree with that. Have you ever given yourself a hard time, told yourself that you are stupid, or second guessed yourself of whatever decision that you made? How many times have you been your own worst critic? Nobody else is even judging you or paying attention to some of the things that you're doing, yet you're giving yourself a hard time, right? So drop a 2 if you can relate to that. I don't have that up on my screen yet, but that's something, though, that many people, obviously 68% of women say that they're their own worst critic. 40% of mothers, okay, so here you're a mother, you are raising children, they report feeling a lack of self-worth. And specifically because of societal pressures. So that means society is pressuring them on their role as a parent, and they feel like they don't have a very good sense of self-worth. Over 60% of women express that they avoid even pursuing new opportunities because they are afraid that they're not good enough. Can you relate to any of these things? If you can relate to any of those things that I just shared, not one specifically, but any of those things I just shared, drop a 2. If any of that is you right now, or maybe you in the past, drop a 2, because, we're not all alone. So these statistics just show that you are not the only one that's struggling. You're not alone. Many women are struggling with confidence and self-worth problems. And that impacts how they are showing up in the world. And when their confidence is low, or when your confidence is low, it just becomes difficult to really embrace yourself and who you truly are. It causes problems with embracing new opportunities, or taking risks, or pursuing your goals, or even advocating for yourself in different situations. How many times have you wished that you had spoken up for yourself in different situations, but you haven't been because maybe you didn't feel highly of yourself? So anyway, with that being said, let's dive in a little bit more, because the good news is that you can actually reclaim your confidence and start working toward building that confidence. And by focusing on just specific areas and taking just small steps and very intentional steps, you can reclaim your confidence and start unlocking your full potential. Woo! Who's excited? Put some fun emoji if you are excited to learn how to reclaim your confidence and unlock your full potential. Woo, woo, woo. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to give you 5 different strategies that can help. All right, so here we go. 5. 1, challenging negative beliefs. So we often, and I feel like this is so common with women, that we often hold on to negative beliefs about ourselves, whether it be something that was actually told to us, or that we overheard, or that we've just felt for some reason, even if nobody's ever actually even said something about ourselves, we've just believed this negative thought about ourselves. And a lot of this is maybe because of past experiences, and or maybe some things that you've seen on social media, or pressures that you've gotten from family members or society in general. And so you all of a sudden then start to identify yourself with these beliefs, and rather than challenge them. So what I want you to do is start challenging these things. If you believe something negative about yourself, whether it be you're not good enough for something, or that you're too old or too young or too this or too that, doesn't matter. If there's something that you have believed in yourself this whole time and it's not a good thing, I want you to challenge that thought, and ask yourself, is this belief even true? Most likely, it's not even true. Where is the evidence of this? Does it even exist? Probably not. And what I want you to do is replace that negative thought, whatever that is, with some sort of an empowering affirmation that is the opposite of whatever it was that you thought. And start putting that into your brain. Start putting that into what you're saying about yourself. Because all of a sudden, if you made this other thing true just by thinking it and saying it, you can make something else true by thinking it and saying it. Okay. So I want you to challenge those old negative thoughts and replace them with positive thoughts. All right. Now, the next thing I want you to do, number 2 out of my list of 5 that I'm going to share with you, are to set yourself up with some small and achievable, actionable goals. Okay. So confidence grows as you achieve success, as you just overcome one thing after another, or do one thing after another. So set yourself up with some very small goals that you can accomplish. And when you hit the milestones, then that's building your momentum, and it's reinforcing your abilities to actually be able to do the things that you set out to do. And so it could be, like I said, it could be something very small. And a lot of the times it's just pushing yourself out of your comfort zone a little bit. So maybe make a list of some of the things that are a little scary to you, things that you've avoided for different reasons, maybe things that are a bit out of your comfort zone, and start checking those things off. Just go and do it, because the more that you can do, even the smallest little things, the more that you're going to prove to yourself that you can do it, and the more that it's going to build on your confidence. All right. So the next thing is this is a big one, because especially a lot of times we as women are very, very hard on ourselves. And so this number 3 is to practice self-compassion. Give yourself grace. Treat yourself with kindness. Think about how you would treat a little child. And almost like treat yourself like that, with love and kindness and compassion and grace, especially when things don't go as planned. So maybe you set out to do those things, those small actionable steps, and maybe it doesn't really quite go the way that you're expecting, or maybe you ended up not doing it. It's okay. Just tell yourself it's okay. It wasn't the right time right then, or it is okay. Give yourself a pep talk, and give yourself that grace that you need, because instead of dwelling on failures or setbacks or things like that, instead use those to learn and grow and become even stronger. Okay, so that didn't quite go the way I had expected, or why didn't I move forward with that? Or how can I be better next time? How can I learn from this situation? And how can I grow from this? And all of a sudden, you're going to notice yourself becoming just more positive in the way that you're thinking about things. And not even just positive, but you're going to think about all of the possibilities that could come out of something, rather than fear them or push them away or avoid them. You are going to be embracing them, thinking, okay, I can do this. And when you step into it, even if it doesn't quite go as planned, all right, that's okay. Let me see, how can I learn from this situation so that I can show up stronger and more confident next time. Okay. So keep that in mind. Just practice that self-compassion. Also, this is another thing too, and it's really helpful as you go about doing all of these things, is to surround yourself with positive and supportive people who are going to lift you up, other people who are very confident in different ways that maybe you want to become confident in. And the reason why is that these people you can learn from, these people are going to lift you up and boost your confidence. Because if you're around people who are constantly putting you down or not giving you respect or love or any kind of support, that is just putting your confidence down because you're believing all of those things. You're feeling all of those things. So limit your time with those people and start putting yourself with more positive and encouraging people who are going to lift you up, fill your cup, be there for you, support you in all these different ways, because that just fuels your confidence and it will just grow from there. And lastly, number 5, and this is one of my favorites. I always tell everybody who I work one-on-one with to celebrate your wins. So if you've ever worked with me one-on-one as one of my coaching students, you'll know that one of the very first things I ask you when we get on a call is, what are you celebrating today? And the reason why is that life can get crazy and we can start focusing on things that are not great, or the challenges that we have, or the craziness in the world, or whatever. And we can start to talk about, especially when it's a coaching call, people start talking about the goals that they want, or the challenges that they want to overcome, or this and that. But if we can take a little bit of our time every single day to celebrate our wins, celebrate ourselves, and it doesn't have to be for anything huge. Of course, those are the things that we want to celebrate as well, big accomplishments or major milestones in our life. But also don't forget to celebrate and recognize yourself for the small things, for just taking action on little things, for good things that have come your way. Maybe you've had a really great conversation with someone who you hadn't talked to in a really long time, and it just felt really good. Celebrate it. Maybe you finally finished folding the clothes that have been sitting in a basket in your room for days. Celebrate it. Celebrate the things that you are doing. Celebrate the action steps, those small action steps that I mentioned earlier. Celebrate when you do them. Because by celebrating yourself and recognizing yourself for the steps you're taking, first of all, it's great at conditioning yourself to become celebratory about yourself and to lift yourself up rather than pull yourself down. But also it's going to reinforce that, and you're going to want to go for that even more because it feels so good to celebrate. I mean, think about the big celebrations that we do, okay? We have Christmas coming up. We're celebrating the birth of Christ. How huge is that? How amazing is that? It feels so good to celebrate, right? Celebrating someone's birthday or some other big thing, celebrating the birth of a child. Wow, those things are so amazing and it feels so good to celebrate. So think about how when you celebrate even just the small things, how good that makes you feel. And you're going to continuously feel better and better, and that's going to boost your confidence. So don't forget to celebrate. So I want you to drop in the comments, I'm celebrating myself. Woo! Whatever you'd like to say, celebrate, because I want you to make sure that you are celebrating. Now, here's the next steps. Reclaiming your confidence. You have these 5 action steps that I gave you today, the 5 things that you can start implementing. And so now you are ready to take the next step. So the next step in reclaiming your confidence and unlocking your full and true potential, it is time to dive even deeper into the Confidence Reclaimed Guide. It's absolutely free, and it's designed to help you to navigate the process of rebuilding your self-worth, your self-confidence, and stepping into your full potential. So I'm going to drop the link here up on my screen, and I'm going to see if I can also drop it into the comments as well. I'm not sure if I'm able to do that while I'm going live, so I'm just going to pop it up on my screen of where you can get it because it's free. It's a free guide. And so think about this. This is the next step where you have literally a guide that can help you and navigate you to gaining more confidence. All right, so let me see if I can drop a comment here with that link. If you don't see it, no worries. I can go back on and pop it in there a little bit later so that you can make sure to see it. But I want you to grab this guide to help you to build up that confidence to the next level, because this guide is full of practical exercises and mindset shifts and strategies that will help you to rediscover your confidence and empower you to take actions toward your goals and toward that life that you are dreaming of, the life that you want to be leading. The more confidence you have, the more it will allow you to step into that. Okay. So, whether you're a mom, whether you're a professional, whether you are someone just looking to make a little bit of a change, this guide is your roadmap to reclaiming your confidence and creating the life that you love. So, grab and download the Confidence Reclaimed guide today and start your journey. Start that journey to confidence. I'm so excited for you. So, thank you so much for joining me today. It has been such a pleasure. And I hope you have an absolutely amazing rest of your day and holiday season. And I will see you again very soon. Bye.